Hey, what's up, Taurus? This is Melanie, Intuitive Melanie, Indigo Goddess, coming in with a mind, body, and soul reading for the month of September 2020. Hope you're all doing well. Hope you're all taking care of yourself, your mental health, your mental space, and all of that great stuff. I'm trying something a little bit different this reading, and we are in alignment with the Pisces full moon that's happening right now. So this is for my Pisces, sun, moon, or rising. This is affecting you in your 11th and 5th house. So this is affecting your creativity, creative projects, romance, love affairs, your groups of friends, social awareness, humanitarian types of things, charities, technology, your hopes and wishes, and the future. So hopefully this full moon is going to bring forth some great things in these areas of your life. And let's see what it's going to start with. So for your heart card, it's a pretty card. It says embrace, right? Through each other, you find the missing pieces. Okay, so I just said it's going to affect you in your groups of friends and your social life, right? So maybe whatever it is that you're going through right now, you have to, instead of trying to do it by yourself, hey, we get 2 cards again. Instead of doing it by yourself, maybe you need to work through with somebody. Maybe this is not something that you need to tackle alone. And if you do feel alone, maybe you're not alone and you think you're alone, or maybe you just have pride. I know a lot of Taurus are very obviously stubborn, but don't forget that you do have people, you know, ask, and you'll be surprised who will come through for you when you need. And hey, if they say no, they say no, but at least, you know, you're not gonna know until you ask. If you expect someone to say no, then, and they say no, at least it's just proving you right, right? So embrace through each other, you will find the missing pieces. So again, through your groups of people that you hang around with, maybe your work friends, maybe you have some new work friends, maybe you're involved in some type of charity, something along those lines, or maybe it's a romantic partner, someone that you have a love affair with. Or maybe that's someone, a business partner where you're working on a, you know, some type of creative hobby or something along those lines. All right. So then we have forgive and convince yourself, not others. Right. So I'm getting a negative mindset and regret and holding on to the past. So maybe you need to forgive a friend for something that they've done, or forgive yourself for that. That's one thing I'm getting. Or maybe you're working on something and, you know, or maybe you're trying to be somebody and you're trying so hard to convince somebody to see you for what you are, but you don't really need to do that. You are holding yourself back, and you need to convince yourself that you are capable of doing whatever maybe this is, maybe this creative project or a charity type thing, or just anything in general. You are capable of doing it. So the need to clarify, explain, or justify oneself in personal relationships is always self-serving. What's important is knowing the truth about why you felt the need, because it often points to insecurities that can be dealt with in more effective ways. So are you feeling insecure? Are you feeling negative? Are you feeling alone? Are you feeling the need to get more attention from somebody and you're not getting it? Or you're trying to get someone to, I don't know, you're looking for some type of self-gratification or something like that. I don't know. It's a mindset, right? So heart and mind, this is all in your head. Of course, anger can always be justified, but then so can forgiveness. Just depends on how much more you want from the adventure. Go for it. So maybe you have a romantic relationship that you guys are going like back and forth, right? Or maybe this has to do with friendships, and maybe you guys are going back and forth, and they did something to piss you off or upset you, or you know, something along those lines, and you are holding on to that anger because you have pride, right? And because you're stubborn and you don't want to give in to anything, and you want them to do the right thing, but you're kind of like holding on to this, whatever the issue was, and you're choosing not to forgive them. You're choosing to wallow in the anger, right? And maybe whatever this is, maybe you're both kind of cutting each other off. And this card right here is telling you to, you know, take the first step, embrace that person, communicate with them, and kind of figure it out together. So then we have Beaver. Fickleness. All right, so you know, what did beavers do? They build dams. They're very very little beavers. They work hard. They build dams. They, you know, build for their little beaver community or for the forest, or they contribute to, you know, nature in some type of way. And then you have fickleness here. So when I think of fickleness, is like, I don't know, somebody that's like, I just taste like something bad tastes in your mouth, right? So maybe you're holding on to something bad that you should not be holding on to. I'm gonna read the fickleness card because I want to clarify whatever the message is that I'm explaining it, right? Let's see. But I feel like, okay, a grudge, I guess, is what I want to say. Holding on to like a grudge against somebody and something, and you're just not letting it go, and like, it's toxic and it's gonna consume your life if you keep allowing it to. And you can either sit there and be in your little bubble and be mad, but that's also gonna push people away. So it's gonna push like your romantic partner away. It's gonna push your friends away. So that choice is yours. If you want to continue doing that, or if you want to be the bigger person and work towards the bigger purpose in life, right? You're flighty here and seek it there. You change your mind without a care. You found yourself in such a pickle, not nice to be branded as fickle. Dependable, steadfast, and true will change the way one thinks of you. So again, like, how you are handling this situation, you're projecting this onto other people and what they think of you. And it's not making you look really good. So be careful how you come across to others, especially if you're in your behavior. Unfortunately, you can never decide where your loyalties and affection lie. And this is affecting your relationships as well as your reputation. Apart from that, you must be absolutely exhausted with all this spinning about from one camp to another. The trouble is your changeable and volatile attitude and not doing you any favors. And you could be left out on the shelf if you carry on at this rate. So you pretty much get the point. Alright, sorry it cut off because I'm trying to time these videos and apparently this is not going to work out for me. So again, we left it at fickle, right? Being fickle, being upset, taking it out on others. Next we had acceptance. This had came out reversed, and I typically don't pay attention to reverse cards in certain decks, but this is just showing me that you're refusing to accept the situation. You're refusing to accept maybe someone's apology, and this is telling you, you know, accept the situation for what it is, accept the environment for what it is, accept what happened for what it is, or move on, right? If you choose to embrace someone and communicate with somebody and it doesn't work out, whether it's a love person, whether it's a work environment, whether it's a friendship, whether it's just, you know, a project you're working on, and you have to interact with other people, then at least you tried, right? At least you were the bigger person. And maybe you putting the forefront forward and like taking the high road and being mature, maybe that's going to be a little more appealing to the other person than it will be if you keep doing what you're doing. And if you are angry and taking this out on other people, you need to channel that into something productive. Channel it into a creative project, channel it into writing, channel it into drawing, into painting, into doing something handy that you are good at, and channel that frustration there. And don't take it out, because everything has a time and a phase, and if you're still mad about something that you have no business being mad about, then the joke is really on you. You know, we, like I said before, we are entitled to feel a certain type of way when either somebody does us wrong or something doesn't work out in our favor, whatever the case may be. But you know, everything has a time phase, so it's time to come about. It's time to cut it out. It's a full moon. We're cultivating it. So either you are going to harvest good seeds, good crops, or you're not. And it's going to be a direct result into how you react to situations. So get into this mindset. Lay low. Put your head down. Get to work. Get over any of this negativity. Yes, if somebody does something bad to you, it's wrong, but you don't need to live with that for forever. Okay? You don't have to. And maybe some things, maybe you're looking for clarification or an answer to something that there's never going to be an answer to, and you're just being mad and bitter about it. So, not to be like this is a negative, you know, reading or anything like that, but we all go through this, and this is just a phase or something that you're going through. But if this is something that has been going on for a really long time, you have to take a deep look at yourself. If this is something that's going to arise in the month of September, this is just maybe advice for how to handle it. Yeah, you're entitled to be mad. Okay, but how are you going to constructively handle this situation and move forward and turn it into a positive? So thank you, Taurus, my Taurus, sun, moon, and rising. If this resonates with you, with maybe something you may have going on in your life, something that you're frustrated with in your life, please like, subscribe, and share, and you can get through it, and you can make it better. And sorry for whatever it is, but you'll be alright if you choose to be alright. If you like the video, like, subscribe, share, hit the bell icon, and stay tuned because I will be back. Have a good one.